Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hey Janaki, welcome. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Gauranga Nityananda 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 Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Gaurachandra Nityananda Gaurachandra Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda. All right, let's chant some japa together. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Thanks for coming, everybody. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Well, thank you for being here too. Win-win for us. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Shri Advaita Nityananda Gora Chandra Shri Advaita Nityananda Gora Chandra Nityananda Gora Chandra Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Ah, ah, Suki, welcome. Thank you for coming. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 oh my Lord Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Ah, Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha, Radha. Ah, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Ah, Jaya, Jaya, Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya, Jaya, Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Story of Pearls by Raghunath Das Goswami. All right. Story of Pearls. Where is it? All right. That one. Krishna Hare Hare. Forgot where it was. Okay, let's check it this way. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Okay. Hmm. Oh boy, too many things. Okay, Krishna. Okay, just get something here. Raghunath Das. Ah. Sri Dana Nivartana Kunda Astika. Let's check this out. Uh, at the foot of their favorite hill, the youthful couple pretend to quarrel over Krishna's attempt to collect tax on Radha's milk products. The arrogant, joking words to their friends cause Radha Krishna to blossom with pride. May that Dana Nirvartana Kunda kindly allow me to reside on her banks. Sri Krishna enjoyed the tax pastime in a secluded place on the bank of this lake. Thus it has become known as Dana Nirvartana Kund. The truth of this lake remains hidden to person adverse to the mellows of pure devotional service. May that Dana Nirvartana Kund kindly allow me to reside on her banks. It is cool and full of delightful fragrant lotuses and many beautiful birds. It blossoms with good fortune, attained from the peerless water pastime of the youthful couple and their sweet friends. May that Dana Nirvartana Kunda kindly allow me to reside on her banks. Accompanied by their affectionate young friends, Radha Krishna, enter the nearby forest groves filled with newly blossomed flowers and humming bees and enjoy ever fresh pastimes. May that Dana Nirvartana Kund allow me to reside on the bank of her. By deeply drinking its water, birds, animals, cows, and humans at once attain all transcendental virtues. By deeply drinking its water, birds, animals, cows, and humans at once attain all transcendental virtues. May that Dana Nirvana kindly allow me to reside on her banks. Every day, as he converses with his friend, the moon of the Gopas makes the Surabi cows drink its sweet, aromatic, and cool water. When they have finished, he himself drinks. May that Dana Nirvatana Kun kindly allow me to reside on her banks. A self controlled person who recites these 8 verses, glorifying Dana Nirvatana Kun, will attain an eternal residence on her banks and directly witness the tax pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna. Uh, 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 Straight. Okay, finished that book. Next book, Raghunath Das. Hare Krishna. Sri Govardhan Sam Vasam Partha Daksham. O Govardhan, you became the umbrella which was held by the arm of your own Lord Krishna. In this way, Sri Krishna diminished Indra, the king of the demigods, who was intoxicated by great pride. You are the incomparable king of all the big mountains. Please allow me to live close by you. O Govardhan, the young divine couple, Sri Radha Krishna, play splendid, wild, erotic games in your every cave. So I became very eager to see them there. Please allow me to live close by you. O Govardhan, in the topmost joy, Krishna. O Govardhan, in the topmost joy, Krishna. O Govardhan, in the topmost joy, Krishna plays together with Balaram and the cowherd boys in your incomparable jeweled pavilions and thrones, in the hollows of your trees, in your caves and valleys. Please allow me to live close by you. O Govardhan, you are the witness of Radha and Krishna's uh, tax cave, in which Krishna charges tax from the ghee the gopis carry on their heads, which is an ocean of mellows. You increase the joy of the mellows of devotees with your display of bluish platforms, of which the splendor and fragrance, which is full of splendor and fragrance. Please allow me to live close by you. O Govardhan, you affectionately and secretly embrace the neck of your own dear friend, Sri Radhakund, the place which is very dear to you in Lord Hari. Please allow me to live close by you and show me the intimate pastimes of the divine young couple there. O Govardhan, you make your name, keeper of the cows, successful, constantly giving land, water, grass, and shade of your trees to the cows, and thus you are famous in the three worlds. Please allow me to live close to you. O Govardhan, you make your name, keeper of the cows, successful, constantly giving land, water, grass, and the shade of your trees to the cows, and thus you are famous in the three worlds. Please allow me to live close by you. O Govardhan, your glories are increased by the enemy of Agasura and Bakasura. Sri Krishna, when he protected the Vrijavasis and vanquished Indra by quickly using you as a new shelter from the rain, please allow me to live close to you. O Govardhan, king of the mountains, because the nectar of your name as Sri Hari's best servant emanated from Srimati Radharani's pearl-like mouth, which was revealed by the Vedic scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam. You are called the new tilak because of your long, thin, bluish shape in the edge of Raj. Please allow me to live close by you. O Govardhan, you are the only giver of joy to Sri. You are the only giver of joy to Sri Radha. And their associates that are always surrounded by the people, animals, and birds of Raj in the mood of friendship. Please, merciful, accept me and allow me to live close by you. Ah. Ah. Anyone who carefully recites these 10 verses praising the King of Mountains, Sri Govardhan, that are the givers of divine mellows, will swiftly attain a place to live close by Govardhan, the bestower of bliss. And he will attain the precious jewel of the auspicious, loving service of the divine couple, Sri Radha and Krishna. Ah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Raghunath Das. Yeah, Srimad Bhagavatam somewhere. I'll just read some verses here. Ah, Krishna, Hari Hari. Okay. Uh-huh. What did I put here? Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, 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 Hari Hari. Hari Rama, Hari Rama. Rama, Rama, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari. Krishna, Hari Krishna, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna. All right, let's see what we can do here. Here's a nice verse. This is Narada's instructions on Srimad Bhagavatam. Translation. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Whatever you desire to describe that is separate in vision from the Lord simply reacts with different forms, names, results, to agitate the mind as the wind agitates a boat which has no resting place. Eh. See, whatever you desire to describe that is separate in vision from the Lord simply reacts. Yeah. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta. Sri Vasudeva is the editor of all descriptions of Vedic literatures, and thus he has described the transcendental realization in different ways, namely by fruitive activity, speculative knowledge, mystic power, and devotional service. Yeah. Besides that, in his various Puranas, he has recommended the worship of so many demigods in different forms and names. The result is that people in general are puzzled how to fix their minds in the service of the Lord. They are always disturbed about finding the real path of self-realization. Yeah, wow. Ooh, so true, man. That's why I love this wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam and well, actually the Vaishnava path, because it brings everything together in relationship to the Supreme Lord. And just like Narada Muni is saying, you described all these different demigods and everything. And so you see all this separation, the demigods, this demigod, that demigod. But where does it connect? See, where does it all connect? Where does the Maya connect? This is the thing, like fruitive activities. Where does it connect to the Supreme Lord? Where is the connection? And see, people that don't have that focus, that it's all connected to God, then it's bewildering. You're lost in that sense. You're lost and disconnected, because everything has a connection. You just have to see it. See the connection, fruitive activities with the modes of nature, and the modes of nature ultimately connected to the Supreme Lord indirectly. It's like his reflection. See, everything is brought into focus, okay? And that gives great clarity. See, great focus, and you're not like splayed out all over the place. Yeah, and it doesn't cause any material reactions. See, so there's no material reactions to these things. Yeah. So this path is wonderful like that, because everything you see in relationship to the Supreme Lord, even as Maya, even the illusory potency you see has a relationship with God. That's the one problem with say like the Christian ideas, the Christian Bible. There a lot of times they don't see the relationship between the Maya, which they call the devil, the relationship between the devil and the Lord. It's not clear. It's almost like that's a separate thing. It's separated out. Well, it is and it isn't. Simultaneous one and difference. Everything is the energy of the Lord in this world. Everything. That's why Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, my divine energy is very difficult to overcome. So he refers to his Maya as divine because it has a relationship with him. See? But it's simultaneously one with him and different. See, and it has its functionality to put the conditioned souls in illusion for certain reasons. you know, so if they take shelter of his Maya, see, but he also has this divine energy called the spiritual potency. See, all this is defined and it's all in relationship to the Lord. You just got to know the nature of everything. The nature of Maya puts you in illusion. The nature of the divine energy wakes you up to the absolute truth, gives you intelligence, true intelligence. The essence of knowledge is revealed to you. If everything is related to God, how do we get splayed out in this world? Because you don't see it related to God. See, and like, the idea of responsibility, the ability to respond to the situation. So people get lost in the Maya because they don't see, they think, oh, let me just talk. Let's like this verse says, when you desire to describe that which is separate in vision from the Lord, that's called prajalpa. People just talk, about things, and they don't see its relationship to the Lord. They don't describe these things in relationship to the Lord. They just talk about nonsense. It doesn't really make any sense. Devotees don't like to hear, these talks about things that are just, like they're not describing its relationship to the Lord. People just talk about the Maya, that's it. It's separate, and not it's unity with God, and that's what makes the illusion. You get absorbed in this disconnection and disconnected from the truth. Yeah. So that's why you see Krishna, Lord Brahma said the same thing to Krishna. Lord Brahma said, Krishna, you're engaging me in this to make this Maya. Everything you're making this, making all these things that are illusory. They're all temporary. And now I'm going to be engaging closely with this Maya, this illusion. How do I keep from falling into this separateness only, this disconnection? Because I'm going to be working very closely with this material energy. And so Krishna said, well, just see everything is related to me. See its relationship. See that everything, including yourself, is in me, is inside me. See, that's Bhagavad Gita said, everything is in me. That's the whole purpose of the Vedas, to see everything in relationship to the Supreme Lord. And this is how we get purified. This is how we find real peace. See? Otherwise, you're all over the place, everything. You're in the separation and you don't see the unity of everything with God. Yeah. 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 So it's an important verse, actually. You ever see people, they just, you get together with them and they just talk about the weather and this and that, and there's not in relationship to God. It's all separate. Yeah. It's almost like it's got its own life, but there's no real life in it without seeing its connection. Then you find it's, oh yeah, this is connected to God and everything like this. Okay? And yeah. So that goes with everything. Everything is, you have to see also, if you want to see truth, that's why we have the Vedas. It describes the three main energies of God: the material energy and the spiritual energy, and the jiva. See, when you see that, understand this is called knowledge, transcendental knowledge. So you say, okay, I'm a jiva. Okay, there's spiritual energy, and then there's material energy. Okay, now how do I deal with that? Okay, what do I see? That's knowledge. People don't have this knowledge. You can go to school, college, or anything, trade schools and everything, and they teach you a kind of knowledge to that's to do with the body, only the body, so that you can make a living and everything. But people never think that, oh, this is the material energy, and it's only let me just use it so I can get it, get a job and learn a skill or something, and then and that let me use it. You can, like in Vedas teach you to use it for the service of the Lord in this while I'm in this world. See, so a lot of people don't think, they just go right into this separated energy. That's why the Lord calls it his separated energy. And he calls my divine energy as my separated energy. Okay? And it'll separate you unless you start to see its relationship to me, and then you'll find peace. Otherwise, you'll be in the separation only. And that's why people feel lonely. See, they feel like what is life about? They lose purpose ultimately. Yeah. Uh, even those who are wise in the ways of the world, like these Sadhguru guys, Sadhguru, he has an answer for everything material. You know, to do like how to have a good marriage and how to do this and how to do that. Basically, I mean, he has some other ideas, like some liberation, mukti ideas. But ultimately, he'll be like King Solomon in the end, maybe if he gets bored with just having disconnected knowledge, and having an answer for everything and impressing all the neophytes of the world, you know. And King Solomon was like that. He was very wise. He had wisdom, okay? But not the wisdom of bhakti. This is all ascertained by devotees who have love for God, and that's why these books are written, these revelations in the vision of this very deep absolute truth, which can only be ascertained by devotion and bhakti. Okay? Otherwise, you just may have a boon of wisdom, like Saraswati gives you a boon of being intelligent, more so than the world. But then you get proud from that because you're not purified because of bhakti. That's why I was telling this guy yesterday, who came and interviewed me. I said, the biggest problem was these gurus uh, did the kangaroo thing. They jumped to the position of spiritual master and took all of the opulences of being worshipped, and all the profit and money from their brahmacharis, people, collecting for them. See, this is all opulences in this world. And when you get a position like a spiritual master or something, you get, worship even, which even the president of the United States doesn't, nobody worships him generally. Some people do, but generally not. But they get respect, so when you jump to the position as a spiritual master in the Gaudiya Vaishnava line, you're jumping to the highest position. If you don't have bhakti and devotion, pure devotion, and worship the Lord with prem, that you're going to be overwhelmed with that. It's just natural because that's the great temptation, profit, adoration, distinction. It's poison. You only a person who is absorbed in devotion and bhakti is purified of that poison, because they're not, really interested in that, because of bhakti is the greatest treasure. They're interested in bhakti, and the Lord may engage a devotee who has real bhakti in being a spiritual master at a certain level of maturity. So because they won't be overwhelmed by that maya of name and fame and the opulences there. Even in our sangha, people, they start to get, even with a little bhakti, they may get a little pride sometimes, and the Krishna will cut it down. He has to, That's how he takes care of us. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. See, that's it. Yeah. Whatever you desire to describe that is separate in vision from the Lord simply reacts with different forms See, different forms, the reaction, describing things, it reacts with a different form. Names, different names. See, the difference. End results. See, and that's all. See, you're encased in the different form, and you get it's like confusing. You know, he's just different names and different forms. You're lost in the differences without seeing the connection. See, so you don't. So and so this happens to agitate the mind as the wind agitates a boat which has no resting place. You don't find rest in that. See, the mind is going to this object, to this object, to this object, and it agitating like the wind blowing you all over the place, and you have no center, no focus, no peace. Yeah, because there's no peace. You try and find rest. Just like when you see, if you go after the opulences of God, say you want to make profit and you get into fruitive activities, and you get wholly and solely into that. See, that's this. You just your mind gets very agitated, because you're into this object and that object, and there's no rest in material objects. The mind gets very agitated. See, the rest is in this relationship. That's why people come here. That's why we do this. We see everything and describe everything in relationship to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See? Even that's why the illusion is a lot of people sometimes criticize my preaching because I talk about, say, Bitcoin or the world or what's going on in the world, current events and everything, or movies, and they think, see, oh, look at this guy. This isn't spiritual. Of course it is. Because it's all because when I describe these things, I mean that's the whole point, is describe it in relationship to the absolute truth. Describe Maya Tattva, the truth about Maya and how it works. See, a lot, but some persons, that's why some even leave here, like that. Oh, no, he's not talking about Krishna, 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 Krishna. And they don't understand there's different truths. And if it's described in relationship with the Lord, it's of great help to people. It makes a bridge. Otherwise, what is it? We're in the world, we're dealing with current events. The Bhagavatam does that. The Bhagavatam doesn't just describe Krishna, 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 Krishna. Bhagavatam describes Hiranyakashipu. He's a demon in the mode of ignorance and passion. He took over the world, he created problems, just like the demons are taking over the world now, creating problems. He destroyed things, they destroy things. He set fires to the world, and to the forest and everything. They're setting fires to the forest and everything. See? So we saw the relationship. It's a living Bhagavatam. We're living in a time like that. And people, what are you doing? That's not Krishna. Yeah, it is. It's all related. This is a pastime of the Lord. Everything is related. Even the Maya is a pastime of God. It's all related to Him. See? Everything, see, the Ishupanishad verse, everything is controlled and owned by the Lord. Everything, even as Maya. That's why devotees find peace even in the Maya. They find, oh yeah, my Lord is doing this. Even though he's using the demons and the demigods, because we're all servants of the Lord. See, when you start to see everything relationship with the Lord, then you find peace, even in a war. Krishna told Arjuna, he said, Arjuna, just fight. I want this. This is part of what I came here for. So there's no, see it in relationship to me. This war is the desire of the Lord. See? But it's not always so easy to do that. That's why you need sadhu sangha like this, where we discuss things in relationship with the Lord. See? Even the demigods get bewildered sometimes. They don't see everything always in the relationship with the Lord. They get agitated. They want to fight. See, like when Prahlad, the demon Hiranyakashipu had an offspring, and it was in the womb, and they wanted to kill the child. They wanted to kill the child to stop this from happening. And Narada Muni said, no, no, this is ordained by God. And then Brahma said the same thing. They approached Brahma and they said, oh, this is a pastime of the Lord. See, Brahma was at peace with it. It's only the demigods are agitated. They think this is separate. This is a separate thing from what the Lord wants to happen in this world. And you do the same. It's the same thing in this world. If you're not an elevated servant on this level, seeing everything in relationship with the Lord, this is high thinking, man. Not everybody can do this. If you come here, you'll be able to do this and you'll find real peace. Otherwise, you'll be agitated. The demons are agitated because of the demigods, cause them friction, and the demigods are agitated by the demons. They both are an illusion, not seeing things in relationship to God. See, therefore, they have their weapons and they fight each other. Okay? They would both drop their weapons, both sides, if they saw that relationship. But that's just the way the world is. If you want to find peace, you find the real devotees who teach you and speak and describe, and with great bliss, everything in relationship with God. That's where the peace of mind is. See, you find rest in the Lord that way. You don't find rest in seeing things separate from God. What's nice about the Vedas, it describes logically and clearly how that is so. In the Bible, it doesn't. It creates there's still not a good tattvas in the Bible. It's just it's just something, but it's not as clear as the Vedic teachings because basically Lord Chaitanya came and brought some amazing devotees here and purified the planet and actually the universe in such a way that we have this Srimad Bhagavatam and these Vedic literatures. So if you're actually a devotee Bhagavat, if you have that Lord awake in your heart, you can describe these things as they are. See? Because if you don't have real bhakti, pure bhakti, what you'll do is you'll take these books and start speculating on this literature and probably put yourself up as gurus, speculate on that. And then you'll take disciples who worship you and you become an idol. That's idolatry. Even the Bible said, thou shalt not put any idols before me. See? An idol is a mundane object. You're a mundane object in this world if you don't have real bhakti yet. So, you're putting yourself as better than your brethren, and you're not empowered by the spiritual potency. See? That's less intelligent. Less intelligent people do that, even with the Bible and with the Vedas. It's like Prabhupada taught the guru is as good as God, right? But they take that cheaply, like, oh yeah, guru's as good as God. Let us put ourselves as guru, as good as God. And then they did that right after Prabhupada left the planet. See? So they put the guru as good as God, see, and they weren't. See, that's not true with them. And then people lose faith. The guru is good as God because they see these people, they have problems. See? You're always going to have problems if you take the position of spiritual master and you get worship. That worship is only for God, actually. See? But why did they do it for guru? Well, if you've been accepted by that Lord, that transcendental Lord, and you are simultaneously achieved that platform of simultaneous oneness and difference, then when you worship guru, it goes right directly to the Lord, because the guru, the real spiritual master in the world, is meant to represent that transcendental Lord. See, they're a medium. So you begin to see the qualities of Krishna through the medium of the Lord. You see the qualities of of the intelligence of God, the mind of God, the heart of God, the ecstasy of God through that guru. Otherwise, they're not really bona fide. But most that's the book Bhagavad. What I just said is described as the guru. You notice, wasn't the spiritual master of Shukadev of Mars Prikshit a devotee like that? They're all like that. That's why they're described. You don't see any bogus people or mundane persons kangarooing their way to guru described in the Bhagavatam as guru, do you? Well, you do, but you find out, like Bali Maharaj's guru was not really a bona fide spiritual master who could perceive the transcendental potency of Vamanadev. He told his disciple, "Don't serve Vamanadev." But Vamanadev represented the spiritual potency, which is meant to be served. It's meant to be worshipped, meant to be respected and honored. See? But Bali Maharaj, he took initiation and worshipped his guru as good as God, but he wasn't really as good as the transcendental lore. Eventually, Prahlad instructed him in the proper understanding. What is that understanding? Exactly what you're getting here. Exactly. Because this gets you over the obstacle of considering even a powerful demigod, or in this world, a person who has mystic powers or some powerful potency more than human persons in this world may have, and you begin to worship them, and they haven't understood that transcendental potency yet. So at some point in one's life, you have to have this teaching that Bali Maharaj had to surpass this obstacle of worshiping charismatic persons on the same level as Vishnu or Krishna, like this. And a lot of people, that's why they don't chant in ecstasy, because they fall short of this understanding. It's one of the 10 offenses to place the demigods on the same platform as Vishnu or Krishna. But people do. They don't know they're doing that, but they do that when you worship a guru as good as Lord Vishnu, because you notice this is all, very, very exact science. You notice they put their picture of their guru on the altar. See, that is symbolic of hypocrisy. That is symbolic of being less intelligent. You can put a picture of a person who is actually Shuddha Bhakta, who the Lord has given that transcendental potency to, and the mature stage. Then there's no problem. Matter of fact, there's great benefit in that. Then all these things that Krishna says, worship of my devotee is better than worshiping me. And you understand the context of that, because the devotee represents that true nature of the Lord, the super soul in your own heart. See, they're the external manifestation of that. And it's better to worship the devotee than the Lord, because if you worship the devotee, their whole idea is to bring you to that Lord. Then you're able to worship the Lord. But you do both when the devotees are here. They teach you how to worship Guru and how to worship Krishna. Yeah? If they're bona fide. Otherwise, you're worshiping Putana, a servant of Putana, the false representative of Vrindavan, who can't prove that they're actually bona fide. Not really. Yeah. So these are the intricacies, and this is how to unpack the problem in Vaishnavism. So this is described in the book Bhagavad. It actually makes sense when you hear it here. You say, yeah, actually, Shukadev Goswami was a self-realized soul. So why shouldn't I hear from a self-realized soul? Yeah. So Sachi says only God gives grace. Yeah, but so God, if you just try to worship God directly, Sachi, that grace is going to be difficult to get. But if he gives you a bona fide spiritual master to teach you, you'll realize that grace quicker. That's what Jesus was teaching. That's how people, when Jesus even left, he left that uh, testimony, that teaching with his disciples. People got the grace of God when they believed in the testimonies and the preaching and the teachings of those apostles that they got from Jesus. That's a disciplic line. So, but otherwise, if you think only God gives grace and you cut the guru out of there, it's going to be a long haul for you to get that real grace. And you can see it here. Those who have faith in their guru here, God proves that that grace comes. You listen to the testimonies of those who are getting the grace because they believe in a bona fide guru that the Lord has actually ordained, that this disciplic line has ordained how much grace they get just from that faith, how their lives are changing and transforming. But if they would have just be worshiping God, which they were either doing before, or they're worshiping a bogus guru. Bogus means they're not really accepted by God and the disciplic line. Then you're almost cut off from that grace because the guru is cut off from that grace from doing by acting inappropriately by taking that position. So that's how you know, Sachi and everybody else. If you see here, and if you have a bona fide spiritual master, you really believe in them, not blindly, but you're taught here, and you see people have been here 7 years, 10 years, 20 years. But if you've come to the point you understand what your guru is teaching you, and you really get that my guru represents Sri Hari in this world, and you really understand that, then you'll start to feel flooded with grace everywhere, just like here. Like those who are coming to that realization, they see so grace is in their lives, you know, just how it works. It always worked like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I teach that your guru has to be truly as good as a Jesus. Otherwise, they're not. They can't, because then you you won't get the grace, or it'll be hard to get the grace. And get maybe a little bit of grace, and if you get real grace, he'll give you a real guru and teach you all these intricacies. If you listen and believe their teaching. If you just want to go directly, well, just watch by your own experience. You'll just really try to be intelligent and compare your experience of going to God directly and those who are going to guru and getting God's grace that way. Here, you can see actual examples. Those who have faith in guru get the real grace quickly, and a lot of them increasing, ever increasing. And those who don't have faith in guru, well, you can see the result of that. They just want to go to God directly. Well, maybe you get a Johann thing. You get a little kick out of the association of real devotees. He's one of those. He wants to go to see. That's why he doesn't find rest. He's not conclusive. He doesn't understand Guru Tattva and all these things. So if Guru is as good as Jesus, then he is his grace. Absolutely. Otherwise, what do you call the gurus his grace for? If they don't have any grace, no grace is flowing through them. If you have faith in a real spiritual master, you'll get grace, easy peasy, no problem. That's shown here. Look at the ones who have faith in their guru here. Do they have grace? I mean, real faith, not hypocritical, not a Johann variety. Oh, glory to my guru, but I don't really believe in him. Not that kind of stuff. The ones who overcome some doubt. and they get really like fixed in that and see how much grace is in their lives. Yeah, and people sometimes they have some faith for a while and they get juicy and then but it's not real strong faith and then they lose faith some other reason, maybe somebody, some person that starts criticizing the guru and they believe the criticism and then they lose it and then they go off, they dry up like prunes. Jesus taught that. Those who depart from me and my word, you know, uh, you become like a branch, a withered branch on a tree. You look like a devotee, but you got no real life. A lot of those that have left here, actually, they look like a devotee, like they wear the dhoti or whatever, sari or something, but they got no life, man. Yeah, life is bhakti. Life is truth, man. That's what you get here. You notice we're relentless in this. Every day we do this. I couldn't even think of of not relishing the chanting of the holy names and talking about Krishna and all this. This is this is my love. It's like just if you have a baby, you talk about your baby. You should know about those when people have their babies. Oh, my baby is really yeah. This is my baby, man. My baby is Krishna. He's growing up, getting mature. You know, he, people's Krishna is being born in them now, and we nourish that baby with this kind of food of sadhu sangha. Their baby starts to grow up. It's beautiful. We got a family of Krishna and Krishna's devotees. The Lord has chosen our little group to be the first fruits for the Vaishnavas, and gradually more and more will appreciate what we're doing because they'll see examples of Krishna awakening and growing up in there and being matured. And there people will think, oh, this is a place where we can take shelter. Oh, wow, this is better than those, who are caught up, the leaders who are still caught up in the Maya. How are you going to find shelter with gurus who are caught up in the Maya still? They're still serving the Putana, being a false representative of Vrindavan. See? We take all these obstacles and turn them into understanding, so you can get through these obstacles. Yeah, if you're not as good as Jesus, then you're no guru, man. You gotta be. What is being as good as Jesus? You get all your sentimental bullshit out of your mind, man. Being as good as Jesus, do you have that energy? Are you an intimate servant of the Lord like Jesus was? Yeah. Can you do the miracle? And when you preach the real word of God, and those who believe it, you do a resurrection for people. You resurrect their spiritual body. Forget about this material bullshit resurrection. The spiritual resurrection. You resurrect the living dead. That's what Jesus did. He even talked about it. He said, "Let the dead bury the dead." He resurrected the dead who believed in his word. Yeah, that's happening here. People's spiritual bodies are being resurrected by this word. See, they're being born. See, the Krishna's being born in the devotees here who believe in this word, born of the word, just like the Bible says. You got to be like that, man. If you can't produce a spiritual rebirth in people, you're not like a Jesus. You're not empowered by the same God that Jesus was. You're not an intimate associate of the Lord, man. High standard, isn't it? Yeah. But that's how it is, man. Okay? We do resurrections here. We do awakening people's spiritual hearing. Many Christians, they're not really clear about these things that we are. And I know what a real resurrection is. Resurrection of spiritual body. That's being born again. Krishna being born in you is the resurrection. See, resurrection of real life. He comes up into and now he's born up through the birth canal this way, not down. Downwards is more births, more deaths, more attachments to the world. No, you get this birth here, up. Krishna comes up into your awareness, man. And then you find true love. See, that's initiation. That's the second birth, real one. No bananas and fires and mundane thread around you, you know. You get the birth of Krishna, man, here, and then you realize it's you begin to love God, and you that's called getting Bhaktilata Bij, and then it sprouts up into the heart. See? And now that when you chant Krishna's name, you get develop ever increasing attraction because you're feeding that baby that's born now, and you naturally love that baby more and more and more as you serve that baby. Serve that baby transcendental food, hearing, chanting, remembering, sadhu sangha. He grows up, gets stronger. See, that's the same thing. Like if you see your guru, and what a lot of people do, and you probably do yourself there, Sachi, you see, oh, there's Jesus and there's my guru, and you think Jesus is better and all that stuff. Well, then you either don't have a real guru or you haven't realized how it's the same principle of a spiritual master. Jesus was a living person, man, and he had living disciples. And you didn't get to Jesus just by believing in Jesus. You needed the disciplic line. Those who got the mercy of Jesus became as good as Jesus. They had to be. And if you listened to their preaching, you would get the Holy Spirit if you believed in them, believed in that testimony. That's how it works, always worked like that. That's why if you're fortunate, you get a living guru in this world who is like a Jesus, like a follower of Nityananda. See, we're like followers of Lord Chaitanya. And that's guru, man. They've got to be like that. You understand this is why see Lord Chaitanya taught those who are devotees of my real devotee, a real devotee. If you're a devotee of a real devotee who's of Lord Chaitanya or Krishna, the same thing, uh, then you develop genuine love for Krishna. Otherwise, you're just there's hypocrisy in your worship. Okay? So if you're not a devotee of a devotee, that's a real devotee of the Lord, not a fake one, not one of these ISKCON guys. They're not awakened yet. I haven't found anybody I would see that was awakened yet. All neophytes. Not that kind of devotee of one of these non-residents of Vrindavan. No, a devotee in this line, they're a resident of Vrindavan. You can see it. You can perceive that if you listen, and you can hear that. You get purified by them and their word. You have the awakening of devotion if you're at that stage. Okay? So you become a devotee of that kind of bona fide spiritual master, then you'll know what real love for Krishna is. Otherwise, not. You'll be a Johan type or a Shamagori type. See, you're like devotees, but you're like a dry branch on the tree. You'll be talking about Chaitanya, Chaitanya, and all these things, but you're not a real devotee, man. And people that are not real devotees go to Johans or ISKCON gurus or all of them, all of those kind of gurus out there who are not really residents of Vrindavan. They can't prove it. Just, you can prove me wrong. Come here and chant with us. If you got the balls to do it, if you got the courage to do it, come and chant with us and show us that the Lord has chosen you, that the discipline has chosen you to promote the real Lord Chaitanya's real prema bhakti movement. Prove it. Otherwise, to me, you're just straw. You're not any real guru. You're fooling yourself and everybody else. And, I'm doing the world a favor just telling things as they are. If you don't like it, too bad. It's the truth. Prove that you're in the truth. You think you can take worship? I mean, it's ridiculous to be worshiped, and you don't have the transcendental potency. You're just going to be a big false ego walking around. You'll be like a big stick with no life, dead stick. That's what I've seen in these groups. Okay, what else we got here? So, translation: the Supreme Lord is unlimited. Only a very expert personality, retired from activities of material happiness, deserves to understand this knowledge of spiritual values. See, this is why people are teaching the Bhagavatam like this. They say, "Oh, you see, you need to first deserve, then desire." That's the preaching of a lot of these uh, sannyasis and gurus in ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti and Gaudiya Math, Radhakubha. First deserve, then desire. Renounce the world, retire from material activities, then you deserve to understand these spiritual values. Those persons don't know my Lord Chaitanya and how he works. They don't know how if you connect with the line as it was meant to be, and you find a real intimate associate of Lord Chaitanya, you'll get the grace of this Bhakti Lata Bij, and you'll be attracted to understand these spiritual values if you become a disciple and a friend. See, you want to deserve it? Well, just follow the teaching. The devotee puts the price on it. Lord Chaitanya said, "You are my devotees. You have genuine love for me. You come see me every year, and you have this natural love for me. Therefore, I give you my transcendental body. You can sell people on it. You can sell people on it, and you can set any price on it." See? So those who actually have the transcendental body, they tell you how to get it quickly, and it's very simple, man. Here's the price. It's very simple. You come and you hear and you um, um, associate with these devotees here, make friends with the devotees, get purified. Don't run away from purification. Get purified. Wash your clothes here. Your false ego. Come here and listen to these topics and gradually get purified and feel like how you get shelter here from these topics, because you're hearing things in relationship to the Supreme Lord. Whatever it is in relationship to the Supreme Lord. Okay? And you find the shelter in that. You learn by those who are taking shelter of things that are related to the Supreme Lord. And that's everything, actually, when seen in the real light of the Vedas, Vedic truths. Yeah. See? And then you get that boon of becoming attracted to this knowledge. Isn't that so? How many people are qualified here? Is Fanny, renounced the world? Well, she kind of sort of did, actually. She wasn't really that interested in the world. But it really doesn't matter whether you renounce it or don't renounce it. But if you somehow or other you come here and hear about the grace of Lord Chaitanya, hear about these confidential teachings, see, then you will become attracted. Why wouldn't you become attracted? There's great hope here, great assurance here, great examples here, great examples of people getting the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Great mercy, great examples of those who are getting this grace simply because they are hearing these words and these truths, and they become attracted. See, you get that quality of wanting to hear, desiring to hear about the Lord, because you get bhakti lata bij here. You get which is the attraction to the Lord. This is the Lord. This is his word form. You become attracted to his truths. Very attracted, more and more and more. Attracted to chanting, attracted to his names, attracted to his real devotees. If you don't know the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, you won't speak in terms of that. You'll just say, oh, you see, you need to deserve first, then desire. You don't deserve it. You got to renounce the world first. You don't hear me preaching that. You know why? Because Lord Chaitanya didn't preach that. All you needed to do was become a friend and a follower of Lord Chaitanya, or a friend and a follower, first follower, and then friendship comes, a disciple and a follower of a devotee of Lord Chaitanya, and you would get that result. You become ever increasingly attracted to chanting. If you abandon your opinions gradually, just start letting them go and realize, why am I holding these opinions? What good have they done for me? Look at these devotees. Look how happy they are. And I'm a straggler. I'm over here simply because I hold on to this bullshit ideas that really haven't really served me or are not serving me anymore. And look at these people. They're surrendering to the teachings of their guru, getting the grace, because it comes through faith in guru and Krishna. The purports of the Vedas are revealed. In other words, you become attracted to these truths, and you get an affinity for the messages of Vasudeva, which you hear here. These are the messages. You see, it's not just reading the verses, it's explaining how it's a message from God to you, a message of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya to you, that you can get it. You don't have to be a renounced first. The Lord said, no, here, take my attraction. Yeah, I'll do it for you in that sense. Just take the gift of attraction to the Lord. Take this bhakti lata bij now, and you'll destroy your attachments to this world by counteracting those attachments by being ever increasing and more and more deeply attracted to the transcendental name and pastimes and glories of what is the absolute truth. See? People in Vaishnavism have not taught like this. We're the first fruits of these teachings. Well, they were being taught 550 years ago. It was all known by the devotees that this was a gift brought by Lord Chaitanya. Well, that gift has it's never stopped. That gift is here. All we had to do is a devotee just reaches and takes the gift and gives it to others. We reach into these truths and the mercy and the grace of the Lord and share that with others. You just need to be aware of that. Yeah. If you come into this association, you can easily get this attraction to Krishna that's very hard to develop. Hey, and look at all your gurus, you're thinking they're so glorious and they're putting you on that path of forced renunciation, dry renunciation of the world first, and then get some of this attachment. Here, you get attachment first, and then by that becoming increasingly attached to the Lord, you counteract your material attachments. It becomes more and more attractive. This is the best way. This is for the intelligent persons. The less intelligent persons don't understand what I'm talking about. Okay? They can't grok that. Therefore, they're in various levels of illusions. Yeah, look at Johann. Could you imagine if he heard what I'm preaching here? That with equal faith in real guru and Krishna, then you'll get the real purport. But he doesn't give the real messages of Vasudev. He gives the Putana type message, the false message. And if you take shelter of that message, you're an illusion like him. That's your guru then. See, that's why you see he's over there, and that goes for everybody. All those who are like that, who think their speculations are better than a self-realized soul. See? They don't give their no, I know, but I know all about bhakti. Yeah. Do you have ecstatic love? Do you cry and laugh and choke up when you chant the verses of these wonderful books? Do you chant the holy name, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Because if there's offenses and you're not been forgiven of sins, you can chant that mantra for millions of lifetimes and not develop the ecstasy you hear and see here, and even in some disciples. Do you appreciate that? You come here, we'll teach you what's up and what's down. Not what's down is up. That's some level of illusion, all the way from the demigods and to the demons, to even the mode of goodness. The mode of goodness is not up enough yet. What's up is transcendental knowledge, transcendental emotion, transcendental devotees, transcendentally situated devotees. And what's down is everything else, is Paramatma and Brahman level and the mode of goodness, like these Brahmins and these sannyasis and these gurus who are not false representatives of that transcendental level. That's up is up here. What's down is down, and that's everything else. Making sense to anybody? You got to be a little bit crazy like Gaur Haridas to understand these things. See? That's called the truth will set you free. What's up is up. What's up is transcendental. And only a transcendentally situated devotee can teach you and show you what's up by example. Not somebody down here pretending to be up. Oh, yeah, I'm Guru Dev, worship me. Yeah, I got no ecstatic love. I don't even know how to teach about that. I'll teach you, let's see, renounce the world. I can't do it myself, but I'll tell you to do it. All this fucked up hypocrisy. You want to go that route? You happy? Well, be my guest. Go ahead. You want to know what's up is up? Come here. You ready for the truth? It'll set you free. What's up is up. What's down is down. Not what's down, Guru Devs who don't have any prema or ecstatic devotion, right? They're not vi mediums for the transcendental potency. That's down. If you put it up, you're less intelligent. You want intelligent? Well, just learn what's up. See what's up in the transcendental realm. See it here. No bullshit, no bluffing, no lies, no deceptions. That's the Lord's Maya. Simple. The Supreme Lord is unlimited, only a very expert personality. You come here and just by being here, the Lord will make you an expert personality. He's already made many expert personalities like Govinda. Okay? Expert personality. He's desired to be, he listens to his guru, he's learned, he's ascertained that this is the truth. He's taken the gift, and the Lord's making him an expert personality, and a lot of others here too. You follow this path, and then you'll be able to relish devotional mellows, even though, we're all smucks, in this world. retired from the activities of material activity, happiness. You don't even have to be retired from that. The Lord will retire you in due course. He does it to all of us. Therefore, those who are not so well situated due to material attachment should be shown the ways of transcendental realization. So the ways, the Bhagavatam was way before Lord Chaitanya. So the ways of transcendental realization is association with those who have the grace of Lord Chaitanya in our line. Just that. You come here, associate, listen, and learn. Hear and learn about the grace of Lord Chaitanya that flows through our Sangha. See? That's the ways of self-realization. Otherwise, you're going to on a tough road, man. Yes, we're all schmucks. Smuckers. By your goodness, through descriptions of the transcendental activities of the Supreme Lord. See, ways of transcendental should be shown the ways of transcendental realization by your goodness through the descriptions of the transcendental activities of the Supreme Lord. See? So Lord Chaitanya has come here, and we describe all this path of Vaishnavism in terms of his activities in this world, who's made it very easy for people of the world of Kali Yuga to attain the highest goal of life. People are already attaining. If you come here, you'll see what is not happening in the Ryan Raj group, what's not happening in ISKCON or the Radhakund Babaji's, because the Lord has actually, and the disciplic line has chosen us to make us first fruits. See? That this really works. The grace of Lord Chaitanya is easy peasy. If you come here and you learn here and you take shelter here and you learn here and you decide after coming here sufficient time and getting sufficiently purified, if this is not top notch and top drawer, as Govinda would say, you decide, from a point of view of being intelligent, okay? Not less intelligent. You can, if anybody has desire, any what do you call spiritual greed, I'm saying you associate with those persons there, these gurus and all that, that's less intelligent. You come here and find out. Come here and see if this is superior intelligence here, if there's superior transcendental happiness here than over there. Otherwise, you'll never know. How can you know? How can you know if that's all your association and that's all you know? Come and find out. So if you have any spiritual greed, or you're curious, or you're just fed up with being bullshitted by the Lord's Maya, which is everywhere, all the way up into Vaishnava religion and all religion. All that Vaishnava material motive is so much material motivation. There are a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing in Vaishnavism. See? Vaishnavism has given that impression, make it too easy to become gurus, see? And there's so much of that out there, that hypocrisies. See? And you come here and see if you don't learn what's really up, the truth of what's really up and what's really down. Because the highest truth is what's up in transcendental understanding and realization and experience, and what's down is everything else in the Lord's Maya. And that includes religion, which you come here, it's very easy to abandon all varieties of religion and all materially motivated religion. You don't need it, man. You just stay absorbed in the truth forever. It's very juicy, very interesting, fascinating. It's very nourishing for Krishna in our hearts. He grows up, he awakens, he grows up and gets very strong. See, you become naturally his instrument. He uses you to preach, and you use him to preach. That's self-realization. See, perfection is he uses you to preach and you use him to preach. Mutuality. And you teach that to others. See? I cannot preach without being used by Krishna, and Krishna cannot preach without being used by his devotee. That's just a fact. He just doesn't do it like he doesn't do it in other ways. This is his nature. See? Self-realization is getting that kind of mercy and transmitting that to others who understand this great secret of all secrets called bhakti and bhakti relationship with God. Yeah, being otherwise, it's like like that poem that Amy posted up there. It's like, oh yeah, the Lord does everything. I just sit back and I do nothing. It's the Lord preaching. It's the Lord doing this and Lord directing things. But I'm just sitting here like a bump on the log. No, it's mutual. If I didn't come here and chant, or you didn't come here to chant and to hear, see, this is active. And then the Lord kicks in and gives them mercy. There's some doing in this here. Okay? Mutuality. See, we come and from simple chanting, we chant Hare Krishna or some name of God. See, so you're chanting, right? You're using Krishna's name, and then he uses you to funnel in that grace of love, into the world, that emanation, and this knowledge comes. See, so it's not a passive thing only. Eight people? Okay, how we've been here a couple hours. Okay. All right, so let's Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Still early, huh? 3 o'clock. My time. 3 a.m. Yeah, let's see here. Let's open it up. Let's get some devotees up here. Can somebody put the link up here? Oh, forgot about the coffee. Let's have some coffee here. Mm-hmm. If you go to the A team and scroll way back, you can find the link. Mm-hmm. I'll look for it too. Mm. Mm. I'll put it in the 18 also. Here we go. Put it up front here. Here we go. And okay. Here we go. Anybody want to come up? Even if you don't want to come up, come up. Anybody want to come up? Even if you don't want to come up, come up. All right, let's see here. Purport. Theological science is a difficult subject, especially when it deals with the transcendental nature of God. It is not a subject to be understood by persons who are too much attached to material activities. I like that word, too much attached. See, if you're too much attached to material activities, you won't be able to understand this. That because you won't be able to take shelter of the devotees. See, or you're too attached to anything. Okay, that's the key. If you're attached, okay, but too attached is a problem usually. I heard that Krishna talked about that actually, being too attached. But the main thing is if you this is all confidential. This is you can't even understand this, the deep truths of the Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Lila. Hey, Govinda, yeah. Yeah, you can't understand the deep truths of the Bhagavatam or this Leela without really becoming a disciple and a friend. That's how you can get it. You become automatically qualified to understand this. Amy is a good example of that. See, she, even though she's just, she's a waitress, right? In the world, raised a son, where no study of the theological science, no big renunciation thing of the world. Maybe she had some natural renunciation. Had a tough life, just wasn't very attractive. But but becoming a like a disciple and a friend, loving her guru like this, teachings like this, listening attentively. See, then you can automatically understand this science. That's the quick way. Otherwise, you see these people, right, Govinda? They go and they study in ISKCON. They have a guru who's not a resident of Vrindavan, right? And they study Bhagavad Gita. They get Bhakti Shastra degrees. They still don't understand the transcendental science. The same thing I've seen. That's why I don't consider like the Narayan Raj group really bona fide. I see them study, right? He teaches them, study, memorize, do all these things. But I don't see them understanding the essence of the truth. If you're a real disciple of Narayan Raj or Radhakund Babaji or Radhanath, and they're really bona fide, right? You're a real disciple, then you would understand the essence of these truths. But they don't. So what's that saying? Yeah. You got to prove you understand more than a guy in a t-shirt here and his disciples who are real disciples and surrendering their lives to this mission and these teachings. Okay? You got to show, that's great, Sachi. Yeah, you got to show you're more realized than this. It's just common sense. But that's why people need to hear this. It's just logical. Yeah, it's clear. What do you think, Sachi? Give us your word. Give us a word here. We'll put you up here. Hey, you're yellow today.
Yeah, I am yellow.
Why
I
are you
don't
so
know what
yellow?
happened. I don't know. The whole, that's a coward, a yellow, isn't it?
You're yellow. you're not. You're not a coward. You're brave for coming up here, man. You show your a hole. You know. Was I a little nicer today? Was I more palatable?
Oh yes. And I was, and tonight's the night I would have gone to see the His Graces.
Oh, really? It's great. Yeah, now I see why you said that. Yeah, of course. If you're His grace, you got to have some grace, man.
Anybody who speak gets a her grace or a his grace, and I'm like, ah. I just really like chanting with others, and that's, if I could just learn to just chant and then run out, I'd be in good shape.
Yeah. Maybe just do it and make a statement. And then they ask you, "Why'd you run out?" Well, the chanting is good, but the graces, I don't know about the graces.
They actually wouldn't ask me. People are coming and going all the time. It's my
Oh,
mode of goodness thing.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Maybe just do it. Yeah. So what else there? What are you realizing there lately? Then they ask you, "Why'd you run out?" Well, the chanting
Me?
is yeah, the graces. Yeah, you.
Well, I'm realizing that it doesn't matter how long you've been with somebody or how long you've been in Krishna consciousness or how long, whatever. I'm still a smuck.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah, you.
Well,
It's kind of glorious to be a smuck. You know, as I wear it like a medal. I'm a smuck, you know. But this smuck gets used by the Lord. I know my place as a smuck. So then the Lord says, I can use a guy like that. He knows that he's a smuck. It's kind of glorious to be a smuck. You know, I wear it like yeah, okay.
yeah, you had some really good answers tonight. This is I could actually. I hate to say this, but I could actually share this one in my timeline.
Oh, that's good. Hey,
I
hey,
don't when
we're
you're
making
when
progress.
you're when you're yelling and screaming, I can't share it on my timeline.
Yeah, yeah, good. We got a print today. We got something we can put out there. That's good. All right, I'll try not to mess it up. Govinda, give us a word. Thank you there, Shachi. Let's see if his thing is working. Got any sound to there? Yeah, yeah, good. We got a print today. We got something we can put out there. No sound. Where are you, Govinda? Are you in? Yeah. Can you hear me? You can probably hear me, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think you can hear me. But yeah, where are you? Are you in somebody's house or something? Why is your internet bad? Anyway, it is what it is. Where are you, Govinda? Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me read some more here a little bit here. Yeah, I think you can hear me. But yeah, where are you? Are you in somebody's house? Yeah. So only the very expert who have almost retired from material activities by culture of spiritual knowledge. This is purport still. Can be admitted to the study of this great science. See, okay, so Prabhupada writes that purport. And as I said, you can get a honorary entrance into this by having faith in this preaching because it's really wonderful, and it's we're bringing forth the truths, reaching back into 550 years ago, and where Lord Chaitanya's grace was being given, like it's being given here. See, we're just doing what he did there on the authorization of Prabhupada. It's time now for the postgraduate understanding of Krishna consciousness, which is Lord Chaitanya's teachings. And one of his teachings is this grace. You know, you come into association of his real devotees and get this understanding. See, you stand under this. See, isn't it nice to stand under living in grace? What do you, this is actually, if you can understand this point by looking at how St. Paul was trying to get the same point across to preaching to their version of Vites. That was the Pharisees types. They believed you're perfected by the rules and regulations. See? But then they started to get attracted to Jesus. See? And Paul was trying to get them to stand under the grace, to be saved by grace, saved by the preaching of Jesus at the time. See? Get the Holy Spirit and be saved. That's called the regeneration. See, if you listen to Paul, like he's like guru in that sense. He was carrying that grace. And then you would get it. See, you would get that special mercy. Otherwise, you're trying to attain self-realization by this old system. See, this is it's like trying to do it by austerities and renunciation, all that. Very hard work, you know. See, so this is proof. See, people may not agree with what I'm teaching here, but the thing is, you have to agree. You can be in denial for a while, but you have to agree that this works, that the grace of Lord Chaitanya does work, does bring people to attraction to Krishna's name and pastimes. Those who are actually listening and learning that faith, developing faith in Guru and Krishna, and seeing that the grace of God comes through faith in Guru. See, then you're seeing it works here. Yeah. Otherwise, you see, you read this like this, and you think, "Oh God, I guess I don't deserve to study these books because I'm just in the world and all that stuff." But anyway, with the grace of God makes everything possible. The grace of Lord Chaitanya makes everything possible like that. And how you can tell is if you like to hear these talks, or you can begin to understand them actually. If you like sadhu sangha, if you feel relief coming here, well, you're getting some grace from your faith in this preaching. Because generally it's very hard. A lot of Vaishnavas not studying these books because it's like not so attractive. Okay? And how you can tell is if you like to hear these talks. Yeah. You can begin to understand them. If you like sadhu sangha, if you feel relief coming. It is clearly stated that out of many hundreds of thousands of men, only one deserves to enter into the transcendental realization. Okay? Look at this. How many people are entering into the transcendental realization? Out of many hundreds of thousands of men, people are coming here. Look, we got people coming here. A lot of people are getting transcendental realization. Are you getting some transcendental realization there, Sachi?
I'm sure I am, but I just I struggle a lot with between the two.
Yeah.
I think I have been experiencing a lot of the separation experience.
Mhm.
Like feeling like God's not there, Krishna's not there, not believing in him and all this kind of stuff. I mean, the atheism, the
Yeah.
agnosticism, whatever.
Yeah.
been experiencing. That's why I was really glad in the beginning of this class you were talking about how seeing God in you know, including Him in everything, you know,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that just that really strikes me because I need that.
Yeah, it's practical. Yeah,
It's so separated for me
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. Yeah, that's why we talk about how things are related to the Lord, and then you find the rest. The rest is in it's got connection. You know, otherwise see disconnected. Oh, there's this thing, and then that thing, and then that thing, and no rest in that. But when all those things are connected to the Lord, when all the Maya is connected to the Lord, and you see, oh yeah, it's connected, but it's indirect, you know, but it's connected. There's peace in that. Okay, because Maya is this huge ocean of things and stuff and ideas and speculations and all of that, and goals and different teachings, and you see all of that. But when you see it's all pearls on the Lord, like a string of pearls, then there's rest in that. You think, oh yeah, okay, there's all of that. And especially here, seeing like that means that's the bhakti path. You see everything in relationship to the Supreme Lord. See, and then you get purified by this knowledge more, and then you start to feel this love for that Lord, devotion, right? And become a real devotee. And see, you're absorbed into the spiritual nature of God, the spiritual potency. See, that lets go more, because you're not like, why would you want to be? Because it's all Maya, really. So you kind of pay less mind to it, and more mind. See, pay less mind, looking over at it and meditating on, and more mind to what is on the spiritual potency. That's where it's more interesting. See, that's where it goes. Summum bonum. 10th canto is Mars Prikshit turned his mind to the pastimes of the Lord, which are all, it's all spirit there, you know. So the whole thing is all spirit. The flowers are devotees, man. They bloom, and it's because of Krishna being there. See, it's all spiritual there. It's not just indirectly connected to the Lord, because it's all matter. It's all spirit there. Yeah. So that's why it's called summum bonum realization. So the idea is to bring that connection gradually, get purified, and then you can meditate on what's, the flowers talking, blooming when Krishna comes into the forest, yeah, and all of these, subtle, beautiful things, ecstatic things. So that's
Can we
no.
hear Govinda now, maybe?
Let's see. Is there any sound you got there, Govinda? Let's see. I think he's gonna get it now.
Testing, testing.
Testing. You got it, man. Yeah, yeah. Okay, you got a
Oh,
good
Harry,
connection.
man. And anybody who's listening for the first time, if you lock on here like I did, because my heart was so attractive from the moment I listened. I was working on a farm in the middle of winter, and
I
I
remember.
just had to meet this wonderful gentleman. You're awesome, man. You've changed my life. I went through the ISKCON and Alcoholics Anonymous, and this is the highest. This is the most effective. It does work here. You'll feel bhakti, you'll feel a relationship, and much more like those posts you were sharing. You heard Guru Hari share about God does everything for me. It is that relationship. What Guru Hari you're sharing is sharing. It's effective. We have this personable relationship. It's so beautiful, and you'll get a wonderful spiritual life, and materially things will just fall into place naturally. You won't believe it. You'll float around effortlessly in this world. It's like when I've been with you, Gora Hari, it's being with somebody who's above the matrix. They're just acting outside and above the matrix, and that will affect in you. It's awesome. is I found so many spiritual boons in my life every day increasing. And that what it says in Bhagavad Gita, it's true. There's no duties.
Yeah.
This is not a you should, you must. I want to get up. I've got, oh my gosh, it's 2 o'clock. Gora Hari must be live. I turn on, and and I'm, oh my gosh, I've missed an hour. But you don't miss anything actually when you come
Yeah.
here. It's amazing, man. I love what
Yeah.
you're giving. I can't get enough. I come back after 7 years, and I still keep coming along. I
Yeah.
won't stop coming along. I love you, man. I love what you're giving. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there
Bless.
some grace flowing in your life from this?
Oh, an abundance of grace,
Yeah.
an abundance of grace from every which way. Literally, when I was working and had money, I was miserable. But now that financial money isn't there, I have money,
Yeah. You have the real wealth.
real,
Huh?
real wealth. It's
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. 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 See, so that's see that when you have faith in Guru and Krishna, then it really the magic happens. So that's the whole that's the challenge, That's why you got to hear a lot and see a lot. You got to see the witnesses that are having that faith. Yeah. See, that's why Prabhupada taught by equal faith in Guru and Krishna, then the purports of the Vedas are revealed. That's why he can relish these things. He can relish the Vaishnava literatures and all that stuff. So you see, the verses work when you have the living opportunity with a living guru and you're a living being. See, and that's why the Lord comes here with his devotees to actualize the philosophy, and that's how you preach. Otherwise, if he didn't have faith, he wouldn't have what he has. He has faith, equal faith in Guru and Krishna. Before he had faith in Krishna, he was working on a farm. He believed in Krishna, and then he gets Guru, see, and then everything gets complete. See, and then he enters into the path. See, by becoming a disciple and a devotee and a friend of Guru, or because Krishna, that's why Guru is here, is to be like a stand-in for Krishna, to give you that Bhagavad Gita experience that Arjuna had. Then the purports of the Vedas, these confidential truths of bhakti is automatically revealed. You become automatically qualified. That's why I even told that guy yesterday that came here. I said, well, unless you become a disciple and a devotee of a real guru and a friend, you will not understand these things. Nobody can. And that's just how it is. That's by the book here. If you don't believe in a book, well, you'll do a Johann thing. He doesn't. He thinks he knows the book. That's what all the Vaishnavas and these gurus, they think they understand the book. They think they understand the real philosophy, but they act outside of the real philosophy by being even imitating a resident of Vrindavan. Puts them automatically in their place, even though they don't understand it. I understand it. My students who believe in this preaching can understand it. See? And if they want to understand their real position, they have to come to those who see their real position and then learn from them. There's no other way. See how the devotee is always, the living devotee is always away. You think they'll figure this out in this life? Probably not. They will die gurus who are not really gurus, and then they'll face Prabhupada and wonder, hey, Prabhupada, I was guru for you and blah, I got all these disciples. And he'll say, yeah, you got them for you. You didn't bring them to me because you don't know who I am. You're bringing them, to the false ego. You didn't represent the transcendental realm. You were blocked from there. And you didn't go to Gaurahari over there and his Sangha there, the grace place there. You didn't go over there to learn. So how can you come here and come in there? You're not purified. Take another birth. Figure it out. So this is Jesus he gave everybody a preview. Lord Chaitanya gave everybody a preview. He said, if people don't accept me, Jesus said the same thing. If you accept me, all your sins are forgiven. It's always like that. If you accept the true representative from the spiritual potency, all your sins get forgiven. And then you become very easily attracted to the transcendental potency and these books and the chanting and all that. Lord Chaitanya said, those who don't accept me will be destroyed. You'll take another birth. See? You got to understand, what is this me? Nobody knows. It's, oh, I accept Lord Chaitanya. Do you really? Well, then he's going to send his representative and we'll see if you really accept him. Because real representative Lord Chaitanya, it represents that transcendental potency, Satchidananda, that the Lord manifested and is remanifested, reanimated again for your opportunity. Let's see if you really accept him. See? But those who do, because most won't, because they're still caught up in putanas, gurus who are not real representatives, therefore they can't get the representation of the real. They can't get in. The devotee is the door, has always been the door, has always will be the door to Vrindavan. Simple, isn't it? The devotee's the door.
Yeah.
You know, Putana's not the door. She blocks the door, right? You go to her, you get the false represent. She's right there in the way. You don't get the real Vrindavan. You get a Johan thing. Yeah, you get a Jaipataka thing. See, they all don't see what they share in common is they are all not in the kingdom. They speculate, you know. So that's the common denominator there. The common denominator here is people are getting into the kingdom of Ras, transcendental mellows, love of Krishna. Hey, they're real. It's real here, man.
Yeah.
Living real, not just book, undigested, ununderstood. No, it's the book in living color right in front of the world. And it's got to be that way. You got to have a great show, man. A great show of the truth in this world. Otherwise, there's no truth. It's all lies. Maya's lies to us, right? She's a bitch. She makes us a bitch.
Why does she have to be a she? Why does Maya have to be a she?
Good point there. I'm glad you brought that up there, Sachi. Why
I
does
think
it have to be
that could be from the patriarchal era.
thing? It's a woman. The woman is the root of all evil and problems, right? Well, I'll tell you. Okay, it's both. Okay, you could say Krishna is also a part of the bitchy thing. See, Krishna is the objects of the material manifestation. He's all these objects there of the senses. See, and devotion to that is the bitch. Is the love for the objects. So this is the world. Everybody is loving the objects in the world, objectives and objects and goals, and it's all material, you know. So the love is the devotion to the world. See, so when you love God, you love his, and he's left his name, he's left his pastimes, he's left these conceptions as they are, and we take shelter of the real as it is, Lord. See, now we develop love for Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Lila, Krishna Lila, and the devotees. See, that's true love. See, now you got away from the bitch. You know, just say they're both bitches. You know, they make you bitch. You know, if you love the objects of the world, that's Krishna in the material form, and it's temporary. And you go through this cycle of birth and death. So you want to get off the cycle? Come here, and we'll get you attracted to the real God that lives forever. Isn't that nice? Man, this book lives forever. Matter of fact, the Lord will destroy the whole cosmic manifestation, and this book survives. Isn't that amazing? This is the only thing left.
Mm.
Because this book is eternal. This will make proof is it makes us eternal, man. We eternally relishing this book. Even after death, you'll be preaching. Narada Muni, after his death, he's preaching this book. He's singing these verses, man. Forever. There's no death for a person like that. You want to come here? Hey, you demons out there, you Klaus Schwabs, you all want to be eternal. You come here. We'll make you eternal, man. Just come and listen to these truths. Organic, eternal, not this machine bullshit stuff, but upload your consciousness in the computer. You know, they can do something like that now, I heard, you know, but it's not, you know, what do you want to be, eternal material demon, you know, like thinking you're God. You know, look at me, I'm eternal in a robot body or a computer. Well, how bizarre. Yeah. You can be eternal in this body, man, because you know who you are, and while you're here in this world preaching, you know, this is just a little, like what do you call, like a train station. We're just here for a time, and you preach this stuff, and you liberate people who listen to you, man. Isn't that what Narada Muni does? We don't even have to wait till we die to do this. You know, he couldn't do much preaching when he was here. He was just doing this bhajan and all that. Look at us. We've gotten so much potency from Lord Chaitanya. The Lord appears in our heart again and again and again. He only had it once. But that was enough to liberate him, you know, at the end. But we're getting it every day because the Lord Chaitanya's grace is here, man. I'm not ashamed to go. I'm going to shout it from the rooftop. You don't like it? Two.
Yeah.
Oh, I caught myself, Sachi. We want to
Bad.
make this a shareable. We want to make this a shareable video today. I held it back. It's not this baloney, you know, like I'm holding back ecstasy, but there's no ecstasy. Here, I'm holding back the F word. And that's true. I really am. No lie. Holding back the F word.
Well, it's not just the F word, it's how you say it and how the
Yeah.
how it comes through. I hear the F
Yeah.
word here and there and everywhere, but it's you saying it, how it comes through. It's
Yeah,
like
nice and juicy,
pack the
right?
punch.
Full of juice. Full of
Hey, look, Gorahari, I'm with Prahlad Das in Newcastle. He's got wonderful, beautiful books.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Where's Prahlad?
He's asleep. He's in
asleep.
bed.
Yeah, it's 2:00. It's 3:00 now.
Yeah. He's following the classes. He's coming along. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's see.
Govinda, are you going to get to see Gorhari in person over there?
Yeah, what's going to happen with that? Is there anything happening?
I'm ready. I'm ready if I'm welcomed in Jagannatha Burwell.
Maybe, yeah. If that doesn't happen, maybe we can go, or when I come back somewhere and meet.
Yeah, when you come back from Belgium, you know, we could either meet in Coventry, have some cheap bed and breakfasts there, or you could, because there's quite a few devotees there.
Yeah, bed and breakfast. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody sent me some, and they seem quite reasonable. So there's that possibility.
All right.
Or there's Wales, but I think Coventry is more central to the devotees, meeting the devotees. Ammon's there. Quite a few people want to meet you, Dean and Rahi.
Oh yeah. So maybe we'll do that. Not a maybe. We'll do that. We'll meet.
We'll do that. Yeah.
Let's do that.
I've got the details, so I can. When I know you're coming back, I can book a bed and breakfast there. We could do that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
send them over. Send them to Noodles or Pani something. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, let's see. Yeah, we'll see. Look into that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe that's enough for now. Yeah.
That sounds really good, Govinda. Be nice, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. We should definitely meet. I was thinking that. I thought Pani was talking about something like that too. That we meet over in Coventry and do some bed and breakfast. So yeah, we'll probably do that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right, guys and gals. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back here.
Good to see you, Govinda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't get
Oh yeah.
enough of these Guru It's just Shri Vrindavan Mahamatra Prabhananda Saraswati ones.
Oh, it's what is that one called? It's a
Uh,
Mahamad.
Shri Vrindavan Mamatra
Oh, Mahi.
Prabhananda Saraswati.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one about the glories of Vrindavan.
yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm handwriting them. I'm handwriting them into notebooks, so I've got reference to them. You know,
Oh, really?
it's great pleasure. It gives me great pleasure just handwriting them down. And
Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, good,
it's
good, good.
wonderful.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Okay, my friends, until we meet again, and have a good morning or afternoon, wherever you are.